Good morning and greetings to you all over the world, gardening friends. So it's almost 3 months. It's about 2.5 months, and I am getting my rose seeds out. And I'm gonna chance my luck at planting, or not even planting, but I'm going to be putting these on just some potting mix soil. So just to recap what I've been doing, I have been stratifying these rose seeds for almost 3 months. So about 2.5 months back in early March, I collected my hips from my actual rose bushes. I cut them open, retrieved the seeds, and then put the seeds in for their stratifying process in the refrigerator. And they need a stratification period of up to 3 months. No less than 2, but up to 3 or more if you want. The stratification process is to mimic what actually happens naturally in nature. Rose seeds will not germinate unless they've had some kind of a stratifying dormancy winter period. So they basically need, in nature, they would have they would go through a natural winter season. And that's how they are activated. Some seeds you don't need to have a stratification process, but with rose seeds you do. So I collected these. These are new hips from last summer, and these have been in the fridge in a very, you can see there's barely any moisture in here. Are you joking me? Oh God, I thought it was a root. I thought it was a shoot coming out, but no, it's actually a drip of water. So this has barely any moisture in this. It's just enough to basically keep them moist and not dry out. You do not want to soak this. You see there's not even a drop or a collection of water in the bottom. You want to keep it as dry, moist dry as possible. Otherwise you will get mold. So what I'm doing now is they are coming out. They're coming out of their dormancy, and I'm going to just put them on top of potting mix and leaving them in outside under the shade and getting them acclimatized to warmer weather. Hopefully after that, within a week or so, I'm hoping to see some germination. So let's go outside and let me show you what I've been doing out there with putting these on soil. And here we have it. So you can see just how simple this process is. This is just an old plastic container that I have recycled, and here are my rose seeds, and that will go on another container of potting mix. And so this is basically ready to go under these containers up here, you can see. And that's just how they sit for weeks and weeks and weeks. This is how I germinate my seeds, under a humidifying type environment. And once they sprout, that's when I get them out and usually put them in something like this. So yeah, I'll see you in a couple of days, hopefully. Here we go. There's one tiny little rose seedling come up from seed. And there's another. I'm just going to pick it up and show you. But this is about a month after I put them in soil. Looks like there's something else over there. That's not a rose. Let me get it out and show you a bit more. It's so nice to see some rose seeds coming out, germinating. This is a very slow process, as I said. Here's another over here. And it's going to take some time now. I mean, germination is one thing. Here's another over here about to sprout. Germination is one thing, it's keeping them alive and nurturing them, which is another. And you don't want to kill them with love like I've done so many times. Now it's the gentle nurturing stage. Not too much water. There's a little bit too much moisture in the base of that container. So what I'm going to do now that I know some have sprouted, I'm going to comb through them and put them in their own pots. Put them in the nursery, water the soil once, let it drain, that's it. No more. I've actually just pulled a couple out so you can have a look up close what they look like when they sprout out. It's definitely worth the wait. There's nothing more rewarding than seeing rose seeds sprouting finally after all the patience. And I know they are notorious for, their germination rates, but when you work out the method and the formula of how to germinate them from seed, you're going to get a good success rate. I know that there are some seeds that just have the lowest germination rate. In the Boswellia family, and you can be waiting 6 months. Even in the Santalum family, like Santalum spicatum, or Santalum acuminatum, I'm talking about sandalwood. Santalum spicatum is native sandalwood to Australia, and you can be waiting upwards 5 to 6 months for any kind of germination. Well, there you go. So, here they are a couple days later. Looking gorgeous. As I said, I haven't watered them since I first put them in here. They don't need too much moisture, just because it's winter here and it's really cold. And every morning we're getting a morning dew, as you can see here. So they are definitely moist enough. So there you have it. It's a long process, 3 months in the fridge, plus another month after, waiting for them to germinate. And believe me, they will germinate, for months onwards now, taking as long as they need. She was my first to come up. Look at her little spikes. Gorgeous. Happy gardening.